Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So starting today we are kicking off a SQL playlist where we will solve SQL questions and understand the concepts along the way. As a data engineer, SQL is a must-have skill, so we will try to solve like a lot of different questions. And if you haven't already, you can also check out my Databricks playlist here, as you can see, where we have discussed some important Databricks concepts. So with that being said, let's dive into our first SQL question. So we will solve lead questions on Leetcode. If you don't have any account on Leetcode, then I would highly recommend creating an account. So just go to leetcode.com and create an account, and yeah, let's jump into this question. So it is an easy marked question. Combine two tables. So we have this table person ID is the primary key, which is column with unique values for this table. This table contains information about ID of some person and their first and last name. Okay, and we have this address table where we have address ID, person ID, city and state. Address ID is the primary key for this table, and each row of this table contains information about city and state of one person with ID is equal to person ID. So basically the person ID which is here, we can combine these two tables based on this person ID, right? And write a solution to report the first name. So here is our first name, last name, city and state for each person in the person table. So we have to take all the person from this person table. If the address of a person ID is not present in the address table, so if the address of a person ID, so basically this person ID is not present here, report null instead. So and return the result table in any order. The result format is in the following example. So for example, here we had so in person table we had these two, person ID 1 and 2. This is the name, first name, last name, and then address table has person ID 2 and 3. Okay, so from the question we know we have to return 1. So person ID 1 is not present here, and similarly person ID 3 is not present in person table. So the question says each write a solution to report these values of each person in the person table. So basically we don't care if there is any additional person ID in the address table, and the output is basically your your output is first name is Alan. Yeah, this one, because this person ID 1 we have to take anyway, because even if it doesn't belong here, that's why we have this null. And then we have this Bob, because Bob is also here. Person ID 2 is here, New York City and New York. So 3 we don't care about 3 here. Okay, so yeah, it looks pretty simple here. So we have this person ID and person ID here, right? So whenever we want to combine, okay, so the columns which we want in our output, two columns are here, two columns are here, so definitely we have to combine these two, right? So we can select whatever columns they are asking. So they want first name, last name, city and state. So okay, and from person table, now we have to do a left join. Why? Because we have to take everything which is in the person table, and that means we have to do a left join basically. So left join will say that okay, I want everything which is present in my person table, and I want to join this person table with my address table, right? And whenever we are joining, we have to also specify how we are going to join it. So we will write on. So we want to join this person with address, and the joining will happen on person. So we have to specify this person dot person id. So wherever my person dot person id is equal to my address is equal to person id, sorry, address dot person id, then I want all those values. So basically how it will work, suppose we have these two tables here. So now when we are doing a left join, so it will come here first row. So left join means all the values which is present in our person table will come, okay, because we are specifying it's like left join, we want everything from this left table, and our left table is this person. So first row will start reading this first row from person table, and it will come here in address table, and it will identify, because we are joining on person id, right? So it will first check this person id, is 1 equal to 2, no, then it will skip it. Then it will come here, is 1 equal to 3, no, it will skip. That means it cannot find any information in the address table, but as it is a left join, it will basically whatever column we are selecting from this table, it will mark it as null, okay. And then comes the second row. So now here we have person id 2, so it will write this Alice and Bob for person id 2. It will come here in address table, it will say 2 is equal to 2, yes. Then it will take these two columns, because why not these two columns, because in our select statement we are writing only city and state. So 2 is matching with this 2, that means it will appear here. Come, then 2 is not equal to 3, then it will skip. So basically if we, and then there is no more entries here in the table. So yeah, so basically that's it. So if we run, so there is a small mistake here, city state, yeah. Okay, so yeah, this was accepted, and if we submit, so yeah, it got accepted. So that was pretty easy. Let me know if there is any doubt, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you, bye.